white woman and this white family have the control of these highly influential black kids that are half the children of Ye. And that's just in everybody's face. Don't go in on that woman because it's gonna affect the children. But now it's like, it's war. Y'all they think they too powerful. The Jews think they too powerful. Think they could get Cardi to play with me. They think they too powerful. They think they could get Kim to play with me. The Jews and the whites above the Jews.
Kanye West just dropped some shocking allegations about the Kardashians, and he even revealed that he never wanted to have kids with Kim. You all in a shocking interview, Ye decided to spill the tea on his recent controversies that have left him on the verge of losing custody of his children and in a heated battle with Jay Z and Beyoncé. This all comes after Ye released a list of people who betrayed him and his children were in there. Guys, this story is a mess, so join me as we try and make sense of K's latest drama and figure out why he wants to wear a KKK outfit out in public.
Wear this out in public?
Nah, you know the funny thing is I really wanted to wear it yesterday, but I thought they would like put me in a hospital for my outfit.
Now, over the past couple of weeks, Kanye has been making headlines each and every single day, but it has always been for all the wrong reasons. And this time he decided to take things even further. You all in a bid to share his side of the story, Kanye did an interview with DJ Academics recently, and you all this has to be the weirdest interview ever.
How you doing, brother? Good, chill. That's crazy. Sure, man. Kept it light. Kept it light, man. How's everything with you, brother?
To a place of refuge, right quick.
The legend, man. How do you stay out here, dog?
Actually, in my office.
At first, it began like a normal interview, which quickly turned bizarre after Kanye out of nowhere decided to put on a black KKK outfit so he could continue with the interview.
You could get a good angle if I'm sitting here?
Where's that sit? Right here?
Wherever you want. You can sit right here. Yeah. What do you think? Okay. So, it's like magnetic. So one goes in here.
Now, as shocking as that may be, things quickly turned even more shocking as slowly by slowly Kanye began calling people out. He called out Frank Ocean, and Kendrick he even threw shade at his former friend, the late Virgil Abloh.
Why say fuck Virgil after he passed?
I'm evil.
Now, during the interview, Kanye said a lot of stuff most people wouldn't dare speak about. However, he shocked everyone when he started speaking about the Kardashians. Now, according to Ye, he never wanted to have any kids with Kim Kardashian. In fact, 2 months into the relationship with Kim, he claims he knew he did not want her to be the mother of his kids.
Even with the situation with kids, I hear you speak about that a lot. Like, nobody really spoke on your behalf. Yeah. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her. Like, you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
Maybe they're saying that you don't take accountability.
No, that was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan.
You all, once people saw this crazy interview, the reactions were insane. I'm sorry to say it, but now it's obvious he's never loved his kids. He's turning on people who don't f with him. It's like you broke up with me or don't want to be my friend. Well, I never liked you anyway. He said Kendrick sucks and has no hits and came after Frank Ocean like, Kanye has been mentally ill for decades. He wasn't a normal guy, then had one episode and is now batshit. Things like bipolar and schizoaffective illnesses get worse and worse over time, especially when not properly medicated and professionally treated. He was a piece of his before, albeit a brilliant producer, and the mental illness is fueling the fire with gasoline. It will continue to get worse and worse until he ends up dead.
But now you mention my daughter, like the whole plan is that y'all gonna pull my kids into y'all, whatever the word is, Illuminati system, and I don't have no say-so of my kids. And anybody close, whether it's the Jews, whether it's Cardi, anybody within my reach, I'm doing everything legally in my power, everything of my fucking mastermind.
Guys, imagine being one of Kanye's kids and hearing your dad saying he kinda never really wanted you. And this isn't the first time we have heard Kanye speak like this. In 2020, when he was trying to run for office, Kanye admitted in a rally that he initially wanted Kim to get rid of North's pregnancy.
She was pregnant, and for 1 month, and 2 months, and 3 months, we talked about her not having this child. She had the pills in her hand. These are those pills where you take the pills, and if you take it, it's a wrap.
Now, all this shocking news comes just days after Kanye released a list of people who he felt had betrayed him. This list featured his own kids, Kim K, and the entire Kardashian family. Now, all this drama has come at a time when Kanye and Kim have been having a very nasty and public feud. This all started after Kanye released a song featuring his daughter North, Diddy and Diddy's son King Combs. Now naturally, this didn't go down well with Kim K. Multiple sources reported that Kim K categorically told Kanye that that song was to never see the light of day, but Kanye didn't listen, and this pissed off Kim. When Kim found out, she sent Kanye letters demanding a cease and desist. TMZ reported that Kim called everyone she knew so she could try and get Kanye to not release the song. But Kanye released it anyway, and just before he released it, he shared screenshots from conversations he was having with Kim, and Kim informed him that she had trademarked North's name, and this didn't make Ye happy at all. If anything, it fueled his rage because he replied to Kim telling her, "Amend it or I'm going to war and neither of us will recover from the public fallout."
My daughter was put on song. That's when I realized that I didn't own their name and likeness. So watch this. All the brands that I've made, I don't get the name and likeness ownership, or at least 50-50 with my kids. So how's it joint custody? My kids are celebrities.
And let me tell you guys, the public fallout is real and it's really serious. You see, immediately after Kanye dropped the song, it was revealed that Kim was considering stripping him of custody of their kids. Y'all, as it turns out, during their divorce, Kim and Kanye had an agreement in place that if any conflict were to arise between them, they would go to a private judge and get the whole issue sorted. And that's what Kim did after she heard of Kanye's plans to have North on a song with Diddy. Kim appeared for the mediation with her lawyer, but Kanye couldn't be bothered to appear, so only his lawyer appeared, and they agreed North wouldn't appear in any version of the song that was to be released. But Kanye, being Kanye, didn't care.
What does Kanye do just hours later after his own attorney says, okay, we're not going to release the song? He puts the music out. Kim Kardashian is incensed by this and is so upset. And she says, look, I did not want North a part of that. And now we are told from people we've talked to that she is actively considering going to a judge and asking the judge to revoke the custody that Kanye has of their 4 kids. And obviously then it would just be Kim making the decisions. And it's not even, Andy, that he has a physical custody of the kids. He doesn't see them very often. He hadn't seen the kids, as a matter of fact, in weeks before he just spent some time with North. So it's not really about the physical custody and him being with them, but it's about things like this, him being allowed to make decisions that go against what mom wants.
Now, to make the situation worse, after all this fiasco, Kanye went on to X to tweet in all caps, "The man makes the final decision." However, instead of handling the situation privately, Kanye decided to make things even worse for himself. He went back on X and started attacking Kim and her family. In a series of seriously shocking tweets, Kanye accused the Kardashians of being sex workers who strategically get black kids so they could profit off of them. And he didn't stop there. Kanye doubled down on his first tweet by saying that Kim K was a sex trafficker, all because she allowed her daughter to be in a video with FKA Twigs. Now, say what you want about the Kardashians, but Kanye coming out and calling his daughter's family traffickers is insane on all levels. Now, a source close to all this drama told TMZ that this whole trafficking drama came about after Kim abruptly pulled the plug on Kanye's day with North, after she found out through security that Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan would be present when North was going to see her dad. Now, it's no surprise that Kim doesn't want her kids anywhere near the likes of Diddy and Andrew Tate, who have been accused of some extremely awful stuff. What is surprising, however, is Kanye calling the Kardashians sex workers after he had Bianca Censori pose nude on the red carpet just a couple of weeks ago. Now, during the interview with academics, Kanye also doubled down on his feud with Jay Z and Beyoncé.
What I did is I stood on it this time. I never backed down. That's my whole thing. That's why I was mad about removing that somebody taught me into removing that Jay Z tweet, because it was just like, nah, the whole idea is no matter what, I'm not gonna back down. So by doing a swastika chain.
Now, for those who aren't aware, recently, in a series of extremely unhinged and totally uncalled for tweets, Kanye attacked Jay and Beyoncé's kids. Kanye used some seriously vulgar and offensive language to question the mental capabilities of Rumi and Sir. Now, it didn't take long for Kanye to start receiving backlash on his tweets because attacking 7-year-olds who literally did nothing to him was going too far, even by Ye's very low standards. Now, Kanye took the tweets down, but he made sure that everybody knew he wasn't taking them down because he had learnt from his mistake or something like that. Kanye said the only reason he took down those tweets was because he knew his account would get banned or cancelled. Now, Jay and Beyoncé have always been reluctant to share details about their kids, especially Sir. They have only ever been seen a handful of times. Unlike their sister Blue, they don't typically accompany their parents out for red carpet events or concerts. Jay and Beyoncé have always strived to keep their life as private as possible. And a lot has been spoken about this choice, and there are many speculations online as to why Beyoncé and Jay Z chose this path for their kids. But Beyoncé told GQ that she is always always with her kids. My kids come with me everywhere I go. They come to my office after school, and they are in the studio with me, she explained. They are in dance rehearsals. It's natural that they would learn my choreography. She further emphasized her desire to keep their lives as normal as it could be considering their global fame. One thing I've worked extremely hard on is making sure my kids can have as much normalcy and privacy as possible, ensuring my personal life isn't turned into a brand. It's very easy for celebrities to turn our lives into performance art. Now, seeing the lengths Beyoncé and Jay Z have gone through to protect their kids, it came as no surprise when it got reported that they were looking into taking legal action against Kanye for what he said about their kids. According to a source who spoke to Page 6, Jay and Beyoncé were not going to let Kanye's disrespect slide. They wanted to handle the issue seriously, whether that be privately or legally. However, it was also reported that the couple didn't have any plans to address the issue with Kanye because they preferred to deal with the Kanye issue privately.
None of these Jay Z, Beyonce, you ain't helped me when I was having problems with my kids. You could have used your influence. No, your influence is for politics. Your influence is how you could use a you never wanted to sign anyway, that Dame signed. You ain't show up to my first wedding. You ain't my family. I always wanted some kind of family. Never have family out here. So what the and then they take my actual blood family from me in my face.
Now, this interview with academics has had a lot of people question Kanye's mental capacity. It has been no secret that Kanye has been battling some mental struggles over the past couple of years, and many people believe due to his recent antics, it has only gotten worse. So much so that it got reported that Kim and her kids were scared for YE. According to a source who is close to Kanye, apart from North Ye hasn't really spent much time with his kids, and his online rants were causing them serious concern. The source said, "It's not getting any better, he's not a well person, he's sinking further down, and he's not acting rationally. There's so much negativity, I don't think he can come out of this." Now, Kanye has put Kim in a seriously tricky situation. On one hand, Kim wants her kids to have a good relationship with their father, but on the other hand, Kanye's behavior is proving extremely dangerous to his kids. And this might become a big issue for Kim because according to Dr. Phil, if Kim doesn't act quickly and take Kanye to court, she is also at risk of losing custody of her kids because he poses a danger to their kids, and she is legally supposed to protect them from him.
Another major story out of Hollywood, and this one is a controversial collaboration. It's also having Kim Kardashian mulling over a major decision. I want to put up a post from TMZ saying Kim Kardashian has a big decision ahead, whether to go to court and ask a judge to strip Kanye West of joint legal custody of their kids. This comes after the latest legal war, after Kanye agreed in mediation on Friday not to release a previously recorded song in which their daughter North raps the track. The track is Lonely Road Still Go to Sunshine, and it also includes a phone conversation between Diddy and Kanye. So a lot to keep up with in terms of what's going on here. Let's bring into the conversation right now TMZ executive producer, friend of the program, Michael Babcock. Thank you so much for joining us. There's a lot of players, a lot of characters, a lot of developments. Give me the rundown, the play-by-play of what we know.
Hey, Andy, thanks for having me. Yeah, this is a crazy one, I think, even for Kanye West and Kim Kardashian standards. I mean, this is a controversy that involves Nazi propaganda, swastikas, and Diddy, and a new song.
Anyway, what do you all think about Kanye's interview? Was what he said about Kim and the Kardashians the public fallout he warned her about? Let me know your opinion in the comments. Also, check out our other videos for even more drama. I promise you aren't ready for the tea.